The idea came from the divorce of my parents. Well, it was quite a big argument that they had, and they separated shortly afterwards. So that provided the idea. It happened on Boxing Day, 2003. I was about 9 years old. That was the main sort of starting point. And what you can see is there's 3 screens, and what the screen behind me is me sort of playing the part of me. And then these 2 screens here are me playing the part of my parents. I mean, it's not just my work that I'm happy with. Like, I'm happy with everyone's work that is on show here, and not just photography, but throughout the entire university. Like, it's a great year for the University of Portsmouth, really.
The T-shirt is behind me. It's called the Technotronics Conversation, and it's based on a conversation myself and a friend had about dancing to Pump Up the Jam by Technotronics. The influence came from the Fluxus movement of artists. They had a term called Brend, or Veramusement, which means boiling down away from any kind of responsibilities that you've got and finding what purely you want to do for fun. And I like mucking about, and I like being silly, and this conversation represents that. It started with dancing like Technotronics. We said we were feeling pretty Technotronics today, and then we said, I love pumping jam. And then it just escalated into, I love slapping Marmite, I love fisting Bovril, I love punching marmalade, and it just kind of got more and more and more. And the last part of the conversation was, we should get these made into T-shirts, which I did, and that is the artwork, yeah.
Well, this piece is called I Don't Roll. It's a parametric reciprocal structure, and is the result of a collaboration between a few lecturers at the Faculty of Architecture, Nicola Crozon, myself, and Jonathan West, who's an external collaborator from the Whiteland project, which is wood, where we have been sourcing the timber. And also a lot of students, about 15-20 students, who took part and participate to the design and execution, build of the structure. So the importance of this wasn't just building a nice structure, it was also educational, so learning by doing. This is all coming from one single tree, which is a red cedar tree, which was unfortunately in the wrong position, because it was having a negative impact on the habitat of a specific butterfly. So Jonathan told me all of that. I was quite impressed why he chose this tree, and also he took it down through using horses. So imagine this woodlands, it looks like a fairy tale situation. So it's very nice to see how that situation then became structure within the university.